HP have targeted the ZBook 15u G6 at users who want more power than your day-to-day laptop but lighter than your full-fat mobile workstation like the ZBook 15 G6 we reviewed not long ago. Is this the elegant mobile workstation that you've been waiting for? Let's find out. The 15u tips on the scales at 1.77 kilograms or 3.9 pounds, making it a lightweight mobile workstation. Styling wise, the case and connectivity is based on the ZBook 850G5. The unibody case is milled out of an aluminium block, making it very stable even with its slimmer dimensions at 1.86 centimeters. Plastic is used for the top cover to accommodate the WWAN antennas. Shame, as otherwise the 15u has a high quality feel. The single hinge is sturdy and you can open the display lid with one hand. Disappointingly, it only opens up to 135 degrees. Typical ZBook, the bottom maintenance cover is fairly straightforward to open. Undo 10 screws and lift the cover with a couple of suction pads to reveal the internals. There's 2 RAM slots that are able to hold up to 32GB of DDR4 memory. To the left is the M.2 PCIe x4 NVMe drive slot. The lithium ion battery is also removable. On the display on this review model is a 15.6 inch 4K IPS anti-glare panel with a resolution of 3840 by 2160. Colours are well defined and the contrast ratio is very good. Blacks appear deep. Brightness is rated at 400 nits, therefore the 15u G6 can be used outdoors, but there is some reflection from the matte screen in direct sunlight. Viewing angles are excellent as you would expect from the IPS panel. Color space coverage is 100% sRGB and 63% Adobe RGB. Okay for basic color application work, but look elsewhere if you need more color accuracy on screen, like the Dell XPS 15 2020. On the left is a Kensington lock, USB 3.1 charging Type A and smart card reader. On the right is a SIM slot, combo headphone microphone jack, USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A, HDMI 1.4B, RJ45 Ethernet, ultra slim dock connector, USB-C Thunderbolt 3 and a power connector. The Wi-Fi card is an Intel Wireless AC 9560 2x2 with Bluetooth 5. Wireless speeds were good with the 15u at short and medium distances to the router. On certain models there is a WWAN card for 4G LTE connectivity using the SIM slot. The 15u G6 has 2 main docking options, the HP Thunderbolt dock G2 230 watts with combo connectors to the power and Thunderbolt 3 ports on the laptop. This not only extends the number of ports and connectors available but also allows you to augment your workflow to external monitors. Alternatively, you could make use of the side docking connector with the HP Ultra Slim docking station, all through a simple one-click slide-in procedure. The spill-resistant keyboard is named by HP as a collaboration keyboard due to the special keys for telephone functions. There is a keyboard drain hole underneath for those coffee keyboard accidents. The typing experience is generally good. Key travel is sufficient and feedback is very uniform. Backlit is bright when needed in darker environments and there's a useful full-size keypad. The clickpad on the 15u has a glass surface with multi-touch gesture support. The clickpad works well and is accurate, which is more than I can say for the point stick with 2 buttons. Using the point stick to move the pointer is a little hit and miss and there's a learning curve to use it. Definitely stick to the clickpad. The dual stereo speakers tuned by Bang & Olufsen are located at the top of the bass unit above the keyboard. Volume is okay for small conference group calls and occasional multimedia usage like YouTube or after hours Netflix. As this is a business laptop, there is a HP world-facing microphone at the back and dual-array digital microphones surrounding the 720p camera with privacy shutter. The webcam's the usual disappointingly bland quality, just enough for okay quality Zoom video conferencing. Our review model has an Intel Core i7-8565U Whiskey Lake processor, 32GB of DDR4 RAM and a 1TB PCIe NVMe SSD. The 15u G6 offers a smooth system performance in everyday use like office programs, surfing and content consumption. Even a spot of Adobe Photoshop or Premiere Pro works well with the ZBook. In terms of cooling, HP uses 2 heat pipes to drive away the heat from both the CPU and the GPU. The configuration features one thin, one rather bulky heat pipe. Sadly, the single fan at the end means the thermal efficiency has been reduced. The good news is system noise is kept to a minimum during office tasks when working in quiet environments. On more demanding applications, the fan spins up but noise is minimal. Surface temperature has a range from idle of 25 Celsius to 45 Celsius under load. The wrist rest remains cool throughout. No surprise, the bottom of the base unit where the vent is can get hot, making the 15U on your lap uncomfortable. Generally, the cooling system works efficiently. The 15U G6 has an integrated Intel UHD graphics 620 and a dedicated GPU in the AMD Radeon Pro WX 3200 with 4GB of GDDR5 memory. The WX 3200 is optimized for professional 3D and CAD applications. Its performance counterpart lies between the Quattro P600 and P620. Make sure you plug in the ZBook to take full advantage of the WX 3200, otherwise accept a loss of 25% on battery. Gaming is limited as the AMD WX 3200 is designed for professional 3D applications. However, if you stick to playing simple older games, you shouldn't have any issues like Roblox, Apex Legends and Rage 2 will play at low settings. As usual, the ZBook has a wealth of security tools to keep your data safe. On the outside we have IR cameras for Windows Hello authentication, and there's a fingerprint sensor below the keypad. Inside there's a TPM 2.0 embedded security chip along with a plethora of security software tools included. For example, help prevent data breaches and downtime with HP Biosphere Gen 5 and protect against web-based attacks with HP SureClick. Permanently delete your data from the hard drive or SSD using HP Secure Arrays. The 15U G6 has a free-cell 56 Wh battery. Battery life is reduced by the 4K panel to just under 7 hours general use with 40% brightness. If you're working with maximum brightness, expect around 5.5 hours battery life. Thankfully, HP have provided fast charging with the ZBook. Plug in with the 65W AC power adapter for 30 minutes to juice up 50% battery life in return. Top 3 pros and cons before buying the HP ZBook 15U G6. Vivid 4K display. The 4K panel is a joy to work. Impressive contrast ratios and realistic colors backed by a useful bright matte screen for outdoor work. Good connectivity. For slim mobile workstation, the 15U G6 doesn't skimp on connectivity options. RJ45, HDMI, 2 USB Type A and a USB Type C Thunderbolt 3. The only thing that spoils the party is the lack of a micro SD reader. Well built. You buy a ZBook 15U and you know you get a high quality case that is well built to military grade standards, plus the added bonus of weighing in at around 1.77 kilograms, which makes it one of the lightest mobile workstations you can find on the market. Meddling CPU Performance. For short load work like word processing or editing an image in Photoshop, the 15U G6 performs really well. However, once you go over 30 seconds or say video rendering work over 10 minutes, the CPU can't reach its maximum potential due to aggressive thermal throttling. It drops further by 13% if you don't plug in the ZBook. Battery life. The Jekyll and Hyde of having a fantastic 4K screen is at the detriment of battery life. General web surfing is under 7 hours with a good wind. Compare that to the full HD model that returns a very impressive 14 hours. No extra storage option. Due to space restrictions, there is no 2.5-inch SATA drive support for extra storage. However, I feel they could have squeezed another M.2 slot instead. The good news is the single M.2 is the fastest 4 PCIe lanes that you can have. There's healthy competition in the slim mobile workstation category. What are the alternatives to the 15U G6? In no particular order, here are some to consider. Acer Concept D7, Lenovo ThinkPad P1 2nd Gen, Dell Precision 5540, Razer Blade Studio Edition, Apple MacBook Pro 16-inch, and Asus ProArt StudioBook Pro 15. The HP ZBook 15U G6 is a minor upgrade from the G5 predecessor with an 8th gen CPU and updated graphics. The CPU is somewhat limited by thermal management. Having said that, the 15U G6 is a decent mobile workstation. Upgradability is good with 2 DIMM slots and an M.2 drive. There are plenty of port connections to choose from, including 2 docking station options. The 4K panel is impressive with great colours and contrast. However, battery life does take a hit. The keyboard is fine for long typing sessions and the laptop itself is well built. If you're thinking of upgrading from the G5, you will only benefit if the GPU is important. Otherwise, first-time buyers looking for a lightweight mobile workstation will find the ZBook 15u G6 a solid buy. What do you guys think? Leave your comments and discuss below. Hope you guys enjoyed the review of the HP ZBook 15u G6 laptop. Please click on the like button if you enjoyed this review video and subscribe if you would like to watch more of our tech videos. Thanks for watching. Cheers.